Hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of Tops and Tails. My name is Huw Ware. This is a very special episode of Tops and Tails because joining me today is a Welsh darting and sporting legend. A Windmill World Master in 1994, followed quickly by the Lakeside World Championship title in 1995. He went on to reach 2 more Windmill World Masters finals and 2 more BDO World Championship finals before joining the Professional Darts Corporation and reaching the final of the World Match Play, the semi-finals of the Grand Prix. His career and longevity spans over 30 years in the game, and that longevity was underlined in 2023 when he reached the quarterfinals of the UK Open, beating snakebite Peter Wright along the way. It is none other than the Prince of Wales himself, Mr. Richie Burnett. Hi, Richie.
Hiya. Alright, How are you?
I'm good, mate, thank you. I tell you what, I missed out on that introduction as well.
No, you done pretty well with that. Thanks, bud. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks. It only took a couple of takes.
Yeah.
You were pouring yourself a cup of tea.
Yeah, well,
glass of water.
I hope this goes right because it's live.
When I messaged you about this, yes. You were literally like, well, I'll do it as long as it's live.
Yeah, because I don't think that when everything is recorded, you get to see the real person. And I just think that honesty is just the way that it should be. And you can only get that really when you do it live. But so if I mess up and it's too controversial, it's up to you what I want to do with it. So that's my take on it.
Well, I tell you what, there's not been many episodes at all where we've taken anything out. If anything, we've been taking out my outtakes. If anything, just so you know.
Yeah, but I'm a different animal, me.
I know. Well, I know. Well, we've known each other for years because we used to do exhibitions together.
Yes.
I must have been, my God, 14,
15 you were at the time. I dragged you off the street, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Yes.
You found me on the street corners.
And I give you a good start, I'd say, because if you can cope with me, you can cope with anything.
Well, I tell you, I remember those nights because, like, if I may say, like, there weren't all that many people there, Rich, were there? But I tell you what, it was valuable experience for me.
Yeah.
And you were just like...
They were pub exhibitions, and that's all it was in them days. You know, you didn't have no big halls or nothing. Darts wasn't as big as it is now. You know, just my luck, just a little bit too late in life. But, no... They were bread and butter. They were the bread and butter for us, as you know.
They were, and like, I mean, so I was doing those exhibitions with you, and like, yeah, they were just like sort of valuable experience for me, and you were very helpful to me as well, Richie. Obviously, I'm not just saying that because we've got cameras and we're live and whatever.
Yeah, well, I always try to get people along. You know, I'm not a bad old chap, really.
No, absolutely no. That's why I wanted you on. So let's go right back to the beginning, Rich, if I may. So, sort of childhood days. I mean, what was Richie like at sort of 10, 13, 15 years old, something like this? I mean, from Park in Treorchy.
Yeah, I was a rascal, to be honest. I was. Yeah, I hated school, hated teachers, hated authority. Yeah, I was a bit of a tearaway.
Yeah.
But I had a good head on me, and so. Yeah, I've sort of learned from experiences, and you know, I'm just a silly boy, but I've done some stupid things. But I have very little regrets because I think I would have done the same again. So yeah, I was a bit of a tearaway, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. But I did have a good time as well. So that's what my life has been all about, is having a good time with it, you know.
I mean, so you talk about having a good time. Are there any sort of stories about that, Rich? Any sort of stories that spring to mind? Any like sort of things you look back and say they were great memories?
There's so many that you forget because, like, I get people come on to me and say, "Oh, you've done this," and I can't remember it, but it sounds as though that's me. There's something that I would have done. But so for me to write because people keep asking me to write a book, I just can't do it because I've just forgotten.
Richie, you should write
just
a book.
I just move on. So I need help if I did, because like, I've done so many stupid, idiotic things. It's unreal. And it's today, tomorrow, day after. It's every single day I do something that's just daft.
I dropped my camera really on, Rich. Don't worry about that. I mean, I think we all sort of, to a certain extent,
we haven't finished yet. I might do something wrong, but I don't know. But no, that's just the way it is.
It's fine. I'll write the book for you, love.
Yeah,
how about that?
I'll need help.
I'll write the book.
Stories on me.
But I just love how it's like, oh yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
I'm going to believe you because that sounds like something I would do. I mean,
because I was a party animal as well. Yeah, I like to party, like. So the following day, you forget what you've done.
I've heard...
So there's a lot of that, like.
You have a few impressions up your sleeve, Rich, don't you?
Well, I've had one or two in the past, yes.
I mean, I think, is there like a sort of like a Mowgli impression that you do?
Oh, no, I can do the count of Sesame Street. I can do the count.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's, and I could do Ernie of Sesame Street.
I mean, not to poke you with a stick, but you want to do a bit of Ernie for everyone now?
Okay, boot, one banana peel boot. And the count goes... Give me right. One sheep over the fence.
Oh, I tell you why, it's like they're in the room with us.
Yeah, but
like,
I can. I've got more vocabulary, but I'll leave it at that. Now.
Oh, that's fantastic. So okay, tearaway kid, hated school, hated authority, all the rest of it. So how did darts come into your life, Rich?
I just enjoyed watching it on TV. I enjoyed watching Jocky, Eric, Alan Evans, Leighton Horsey. And I just got into it because of that. And I was going to a pub when I was 14 because you can get away with it in them days. You can't nowadays, You've got to show ID, haven't you? A local pub, and then I just got good at it.
Yeah.
Not straight away, but not didn't take that long. So, and of course I enjoyed it, and then it just went from there. So yeah, it's a path that I gladly took, like.
Was there something about watching Jocky, watching Eric, watching John Lowe, Cliff Lazarenko, all these characters that are well documented? Was there something about watching them that you related to somehow?
Yeah, there was colour without the colour. Because, I've always said that when you see these guys on stage now, prancing about, all this colour on. I mean, come on, like. I've got in the players' bar and they got laryngitis, man. You know what I mean? Oh. but whereas them guys didn't need any colour, they just had it. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, that's my take on it. If he makes some money and they can do an act, fair enough. But stop me.
I mean, when did you realise that you were good at darts? So were you a natural right from the off? Was it something you had to work on?
Yeah, I worked hard at it. I wasn't a natural because when you start out, you change your throw. You think, oh, this is the way, that's the way, and plus it takes you years. But I just looked at it one day and said, look, this is how it is. There's a dart over there, and you over there. Wherever you pick that dart up first and throw it there, that is your throw. Don't try to. It's a simple game. And that's why I think I've had the longevity of keep going over all these years. I've just kept it simple.
You have kept it simple, really. And also as well, it's just occurred to me as you've been talking there, your set of darts, Rich, I think is actually probably one of the most iconic sets of darts in the sport. I mean, if anybody else threw a set of your Richie Burnett darts, I'd be sad they're saying, oh, he's throwing Richie Burnett darts, but you wouldn't necessarily think that about a lot of other players. Because you've always had the same set, haven't you?
They change all the time, don't they? There's a lot of gimmicks and what have you. But with me, I've always said to myself that for me, the grip is in my hand, not the dart. So I didn't need a lot into my darts. Like with some people, they need a grippy dart. All right, that's well, crack on. But it's not for me, so yeah, I just kept it the same. There's no need to change, like.
Where did you pick up that set of darts from? Because
originally they were Alan Evans darts, and I just coloured them in, and I won a world championship with them, and then they got pinched. They did. So when I had the new set made, then I couldn't copy because I'd lost them because they were quite rare, and so what I've made by there is mine, but basically loosely based on what Alan Evans' dart was like. And of course, Alan Evans' dart was the first tungsten darts that were available through catalogues like Freeman's, and you're talking, they were more than a week's pay. They were like 30 quid for a set of tungsten darts. And then, of course, they dropped off through the years. But now they're going back up again, and you know what I mean? They're paying £200 for a set of darts now. Oh, not for me. So yeah, that's where my darts came from.
So the world title winning set darts got pinched on that. That's terrible.
Yeah. It's the only set of darts I've ever lost, and I didn't lose them. They were stolen. So
where to, Rich? Was this? Did you?
It was Bridgend area. I can't remember where. I'd done an exhibition somewhere because we were doing a tournament in the Heritage Park in the Rhondda, and we all had to do an exhibition. And it was me and Phil Taylor doing an exhibition. Can't remember where it was, but Yeah. I left there that night, and my dad's, when I went to leave, they were gone.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. Because, like, I've seen the footage of you winning the Lakeside with those sets of with that set of darts.
Yeah.
And I mean, so you know, you get into the sport, and I guess you're playing county. You start playing for Wales,
Yeah.
all this, and you're becoming good at the sport. And then the split happens in the sport, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Around that sort of early 90s, 93, 94, and that gives rise to a new generation of player to come through. And you were very much at that forefront of the new generation that came through.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the political climate like in darts? So, you know, because you were sort of introduced into the professional game underneath that dark cloud, if you like. So was that difficult to navigate?
I was always one to look at both sides of the argument. And I thought the BDO were just bullies, to be honest with you. I really did. And there was too much of a conflict of interest as well. I mean, man, I had to be big time there. And I'm a professional person. I want to do things professionally. And the conflict of interest is I've got an amateur guy sitting across the table there telling me what to do. Now, you cannot run a professional sport with amateur people. If you run an amateur sport, you'll get amateur results. And that's where the BDO went. Thank God, in the end, it went. Because, you know, you got some dickheads there. God, it's true. There's more dickheads than I've ever believe. It's just like, let's have a party of dickheads, and then you'd put a full board of BDO directors there. So, yeah, you can see the back of them. And then, of course, the players, more or less the 14 players that I take my hat off to them. They put their livelihood on the line, and I applaud every one of them. And they are my peers. And when I moved across, I was the first to go. You know, because I just didn't like. I never got on with Ollie Croft anyway. He didn't like me because I was too honest, is the word I would use. So, yeah, I was the first to move away, and I've got a lot of respect out of all the 14 because of that. But John Pard was, but he didn't have a choice. Most of the tournaments he was playing in was in America, and they were PDC ranked, which were WDC at the time, and he qualified for the World Championship. Had he qualified for the Lakeside, he would have chosen the Lakeside, obviously. So, yeah, I was the first one to say, no, I'm gone, ta-ra.
Did you used to go up to Ollie Croft and say to him, listen, Ollie, have you tried doing this? Have you tried doing that?
Yes,
did you used to have discussions with him
unless
at
it was
all?
Ollie's idea, nothing would ever happen, so it was no point. You soon get the gist of those type of people. Like with PDC, when I moved across, I had a lot of ideas, and they listened. And look, it's a professional view from a professional player, and that always is going to impact the game's future. And so that's basically where it was like.
I mean, playing at Lakeside though, Rich, I mean, especially back in those days when it was still absolutely one of the biggest tournaments, if not the biggest, you know, I mean, the split had only just happened.
Oh, it was a great venue. It's been outgrown now, obviously, but for atmosphere and everything, and yeah, it was a very special place, and you never made it in darts unless you played well on that stage, you know.
Right, well, exactly, you know, and you did that, and more than did that. I mean, you win the world title. I mean, so what were your memories of, well, you reached 3 Lakeside finals, the first one you win against Ray Barneveld. I mean, so what are your memories of winning the Lakeside, Rich?
Just the atmosphere around the place when you're there. You're in the hotel. You walk into the venue. It's something that you just can't describe. You know, it's the smell, it's just the atmosphere, isn't it? That's the only way to describe it.
It is. It had a vibe. Did it? It had a feeling.
You remember moments like years later, you know, when you're reminded of something. Oh yeah, you know. So yeah, that's why I need these people to come forward to write this book, because I can't remember half of it.
Did you feel confident, Rich? Did you when you got there for the first day? Did you think, right, I'm going to win this?
Yeah, I said to myself, if I don't win this, I'm going to be jumping in that lake, and let me tell you, it was cold. So that was my motivation. I just honestly, I had lost the game of darts for I don't know how long. I think I went 18 months without losing the game of darts. But, you know, obviously, my memory might have lost a couple in between, you know, but I was very confident.
Well, because I suppose you were, because you won the World Masters, didn't you? Which was a few months before that.
Well, it was the end of November, beginning of December. So there's a month on, 4 weeks.
I mean, there was that sort of concentrated period of time where, like you say, you were
they,
absolutely one of the best players in the world, Rich.
They were all going all over the world collecting all these points and all that, you know, and you'd go to like Sweden and all that. You'd have to win the tournament to break even. And I'd done that for that year, and after that I just didn't see the point. Because I won the World Masters, won that. I couldn't get any more points added because they take your best 6 points on the rankings. So then I started getting lazy. And it can come and bite you on the arse. So the following year I lost the final, lost the Masters final. And I had done a bit more work. I think I would have gone on and, bettered myself again. But you don't know, do you?
I mean, the finals that you played against Steve Beaton, and especially the one against Ray Barneveld in 1998, which went all the way to a deciding Sesame, was that, what do you think of that looking back?
That was my worst game of losing. That broke my heart, that game. He annoyed me. I missed so many darts to double. It's still the highest average, losing average. And I won more legs than him and lost.
Is it still the highest? I didn't know that, Rich. I must say, I didn't know that.
I had 98 average, and I had like 12% on my doubles. If I did my doubles, I'd been well over 100. I battered him in many respects, but he just kept hitting our last dart all the time. And he had good timing, whereas I was constant every leg. So he broke me there. He did. He broke my heart that day. But that was a lot. I was saying so long to BDO that anyway. So had I had won it, I wouldn't have been defending it.
So it was straight after that you thought, right? Well, that's PDC.
I played Taylor then, but I was a shell of myself. If I played him in 95, 96, that would have been one hell of a game. So,
if I may ask, did you feel like you were a shell of yourself because of that lakeside defeat in 98?
No, it was a lot to do with the politics of it. I wasn't liked in the BDO because I was too honest. So I didn't really give a shit, to be honest.
Well, how did the PDC welcome you, Rich?
Open arms.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. I
wasn't
you to come
given
everything. I had to earn it. Like, I wasn't just picked and put in a TV event. I had to go and get ranking points to get in them. I've never had anything given to me. Never. So they welcomed me with open arms, and of course I had reputation, so I went there and I done enough to get them all.
Had they spoken to you for a couple of years previously, saying, "Oh, come on, Rich, come on over"?
No,
especially
not really. I don't think I've seen many of them at all. But they obviously knew my thoughts on everything by reading the things I've said. So they had a lot of respect for what I said about because you can't tell and explain how bad the feeling was against these players at that time. It was absolutely criminal, and a lot of people out there should hang their heads in shame, and a lot of them are playing for the PDC now. So, but hey, that's life.
It is a shame, isn't it, that the sort of vitriol that was around at the time was being aimed at players which, like yourself, which frankly, Richard, didn't have anything to do with you, did it?
No.
I mean, you weren't part of the breakaway in the first place. You were just one of that new generation of players that were coming through that, if I may say so, didn't deserve. Well, nobody deserves that treatment. Obviously, it's almost sort of broke the sport. Well, it did break the sport in two, which didn't help the sport, I suppose. But especially, it was particularly harsh on you and the likes of, I don't know, people like Alan Warriner. Who else was coming through at that time? Ray Barneveld, Steve Beaton, all those sort of players. It was unfair on all of you guys.
All the players, it was really unfair on every player. But there are some players who took it down a different direction. And again, I'll elaborate. Some of those players don't deserve to be playing because of what they've said, what they've done, and whatever. But hey, life moves on. Darts is for everybody. It's not for just it's shown that now. You see, I took my daughter last night to a JDC. He's couldn't be like that. Christ, you would never ever see that was never thought of in my day. Never. Kids playing darts in an academy. you know. So yeah, that's why they done what they done. I helped them by moving across, and without that, I don't think this would be like this here today.
I mean, what did you make of the PDC back then, compared to what the BDO was like back then, and also compared to what the PDC is like today?
It's very, back in the day, it was more player-like. Players had more of a say. Today, they don't get much of a say. The PDC now is this giant that has taken it to where it is here now. The future is looking like unbelievable. And I needed a genius like Barry Earn. And of course, that's what happened. And that's why these players, back in the day, they should have medals for what they done. I'll be honest, they should. And others that criticised and, you know, went against them and were enemies, you know, spin on that, you know, and that's the way I feel about it.
Mm. It still affects you, Rich, doesn't it? Just sort of listening to you talking here, like it does rankle with you a little bit, doesn't it?
I don't think I got the recognition at the time because I moved across and I left a void there, because I was in 3 finals in 4 years, and I left and then never had any recognition at the time. But the 14 players that I went to I just gratified that they thought the world of me for doing that, and that means everything to me. The rest of it, it doesn't bother me at all. So I'm just angry at some certain points, but nothing that doesn't keep me up at night.
So you mentioned how, like, back in those days in the PDC, it was very much sort of player-led, and I imagine it was probably a lot more, if this is the right word, relaxed back in those days than what it may be these days of the Pro Tour and things, where it's all very serious today, isn't it, Rich, with lots of money involved and everything is serious. Whereas back in those days, it was a bit more...
Yeah, we had fun, like. We had fun.
Fun's one word.
Great fun.
A jolly.
Yeah,
just sort of.
Of course, I was always at the forefront of it, because I'm a wicked bugger, you know.
Are you?
And, yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were quiet, shy and reserved, Rich.
Luckily, I had a good following through Wales with the players that were leaving and coming with me on the PDC tour, like Barry Bates, Dean, Andrew Davis.
Dean Williams plays Marshall, Andrew Davis, Mark.
We had a good crack. Like there'd be like 10 of us, and we'd have one room.
Oh, come on, because I'm very close with Dean Williams and Andrew Davis, especially. Do you have a favourite Dean Williams, Andrew Davis memory? I mean, I know we talked about it, you can't remember much, but like, is there anything in particular? Because I'm very close to both of them, as you know.
No, they're both great characters. Well, Dean as well, especially, and he can sing a bit, like.
Oh,
but
yes,
I can remember we was out of Vegas and Dean and Andrew were going, God, he'll do it. I said, do what? And they knew how to get to me, see. He won't do it. I said, won't do what?
Oh.
And then they want me to do the Jungle Book, see, you know, when I prance about.
Oh, yes, the Mowgli and so
Dean said, I'll sing it. And of course, we did not know that the, what do you call it now, the X Factor was.
Oh, yes.
In the MGM Grand.
Good
of
God.
Course they were all getting up on the stage and singing and what have you. And I get up and Dean starts singing the Jungle Book, and I'm like this. and Steve Pegram and Jill got married that day, and they videoed that.
Oh, right.
And he said all through the wedding, the day, reception, everything itself. That's the only thing that they can remember, and were pissed to themselves laughing. Like,
I tell you what,
that's just one. But it was every day, man. It was every day. It's just something idiotic every day.
But I just got this image though of like the X Factor's on an MGM Grand. You and Dean go out. You're dancing away
in the middle of the hall.
Dean's going, whoop-de-doo. I want to be like. I'll slap the table like bang, buzzer, next.
And our party was there for the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all these were serious, like singers, like.
And you were the ones that brought the house down.
And there was thousands of people there, and they went dead quiet when I was doing all this dancing. So, yeah, stuff like that. And I was going, hurry up, I'm knackered, we heard it.
Oh.
And he kept on going on and on and on and on. He knew every word to that song, like every word, Dean. So, yeah.
Yeah, who knew that the Jungle Book was like the Bohemian Rhapsody of Disney songs,
yeah,
like just carries on forever.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe you'll find that it was more than Steve Pegram, but more people than Steve were filming Rich. Maybe
well,
that's why they all went quiet,
so.
just
because it was a wedding, and like I say, there was cameras and everything.
It's probably on YouTube somewhere. Some American has probably just like put it up on YouTube.
I know Steve Pegram had it, and he showed me on his phone years back, and I said, you know, I can recall that, but it's one of the ones I remember, you know.
It's one of the few things, yeah. All your memories in darts, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah. It was a good day. It was a good night, that was.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, so obviously, you know, you join the PC and you make the final of the World Match Play. That was to Phil Taylor as well, wasn't it? Yeah. And you had the Battle of the Champions against Phil Taylor a few years previously as well.
Yeah, that was the start of my dartitis, you know.
That's what I was coming to, Rich, if I'm honest. Was that the start, was it?
Yeah. Oh, I was picked out in 98, 99. And then, it got to me a bit. But it's just up here. But because of problems in my life and, you know, the politics in darts, it did come to me one day that it's affecting me, like. So I was a bit depressed and everything, and then I just clouds you, you know, it just overcomes you. But I learned to adapt and keep going, and, you know, my way out of it was, can I swear?
Yes, please do.
Well,
we'll let it out.
My way out of dartitis is I locked myself in a room for 2 weeks and just threw darts. And I'd be chucking myself at the dartboard, honestly. I'd be black and blue. But anyway, I got out of it. So when I went out and played, and I was fucking throwing, and I could feel the tension coming in, and I could feel, I'd be going, you are fucking going. And that was the aggression in my head to my arm and to my body. And with that, I got better and better and better with it. And of course, the aftermath of that was the leg kicks and what have you. But it don't look, it can be funny. I've nearly fallen over. I nearly kicked myself in the back of the head with my heel. But I competed. And I still enjoy the game. I've done it for the love of the game, because I love playing. So
is that sheer force of like, it doesn't matter what I'm feeling about, I will let you go, like I will force it, and that's how you did it.
You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. You got to have those, you fucking go in there in your head. Just get it. Just hit it. Just get that. Just go. Swear, you know, if you like, in your head, but
and that was how you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, how long did that take? You mentioned, you know, sort of throwing yourself against the board and things like this.
Yeah.
So how long did this whole process take?
It took about 3-4 years to get me back to the level that I was before. You know, I think I got into the top 8 in the PDC rankings. I slid down a bit, and then, you know, a few problems in life. Gave up for a couple of years, came back. Gave up a year, came back. Christ, I'm more come back than Lassie, man. So, yeah, but I'm still, still enjoying it, and so you know.
Well, by the late 2000s, you know, I think you reached back-to-back Pro Tour finals in 2010. You won your first Pro Tour title in 2011. You made the semi-finals of the Grand Prix in 2011. You're having all these sort of great runs and great results. I mean, to get from where you were right up to the top, when arguably, you know, in 2011 maybe the standard was maybe a little bit higher than it was. Certainly the depth of standard was higher than what it was in 2000. I mean, that was a monumental achievement.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that, to be honest. Still proud of the fact that I can still play to a decent standard now. But like I say, I'm getting older. I need to get fitter if I want to prolong my career. And I should certainly try, so because I just love competing.
Well, it was a testament to your determination and to your resilience and to your not wanting to give up. Like you say, you know, I will let this dart go. You know, I won't give up. You know, and I think it's a lesson for everyone, for every dart player.
I can't see it not being any beneficial. You know, I cannot. It's just the frustration, the anger, the hate for yourself, the hate for your body, and you just gotta say, you were going. And, yeah. Hey, if I fall over on the hockey, which I've...
There's only glass in here, unfortunately. There's no wood. There's a lot of glass. Touch
I've
glass.
never fallen over and hurt myself badly by doing it. But there's a possibility. But like I say, I'm more adept now at throwing darts than I was, So yeah, just aggression, get that out there, and then just step up, keep going.
Well, you made it all the way back to the World Cup squad, didn't you? With Wales for a few years with Mark Webster.
Yeah, very enjoyable tournament. Yeah.
I mean, Welsh darting legends, Rich, like Mark Webster and people like Alan Evans. Even did you know Alan Evans and
Yes, Alan, yes, very well. Yes, knew them all. I was lucky. I knew the old school very well, like Jocky and great characters and up until now, Well,
what was Jocky Wilson like? I'd like to go on a night out with you and Jocky Wilson, I must say.
The nicest and the sweetest guys of all, until he had a drink.
Really,
yeah. And you could tell when he'd had a drink because there'd be a zone around him. He'd be sat on his own and there'd be, like, say, 10, 20 foot when nobody else would be in. And you just know Jocky was in one of those moods. I got some stories of me and Jocky. Gosh, too.
Any you can share, or you don't have to?
Yeah, well, we were in Boston one year, and me, Eric, and what's his name now? He's from Canada. Shane. God, I forgot his name.
Shane. Oh, I'm not sure. Gosh, God, look at me.
But anyway, Shane Burgess was another one. Warner. We came down the lift, and Jocky was sitting there by the fire holding his stomach. And Eric said, "Fuck's sake, Jocky, what's the matter with you?" "My fucking stomach's killing." He said, "Well, what are you up for today? Get back to bed, don't worry about it." He said, "There's only mixed triples today." He said, "You ain't going to be there." He said, "What's good for your stomach?" And I said, "I tell you what's good for you, Jocky." I said, "Brandy and port, mixed together in a glass. Sip the first one and then that'll..." Yeah. So when we went to dance, we came back late in the evening and Jocky's on the table like this. And there's a glass table in front of him and there was about 22 empty glasses of brandy and port when he drank. And I said, "Do Jocky, but he said 1 or 2.
Oh,
I said, "Hey, it's a nice drink."
1 or 2?
1 or 2, yeah.
But 22 must have misheard.
Yeah, he's a character, old Jocky.
Oh, flipping heck. Oh, that's great. No, I love stories like that,
yeah,
honestly.
But they do it every day, and him and Eric together it's just comedy gold. It was, comedy gold. There's so much life and colour and laughter. They should have been a comedy act then, Pear. Should have, because Eric was so sharp and Jocky just didn't give a shit. Because Eric said, "If you shake your hand, you look into their eyes." And if they look away, he said, "You nearly got him." I said, "Do it, everybody." Said, the only one with Jocky, said, because I'd look in his eyes and he'd look straight back at me. And because he said, Jocky didn't care.
And that's interesting.
You knew you were in for a game.
That's interesting.
He Eric was a master of psyching people out,
Right.
Yeah, and he said, I'd look into Jocky's eyes and he'd look straight back at me because he didn't care.
And that's interesting.
He knew that he'd be in a game with Jocky.
Oh no, they're great stories about Jocky and Eric and Alan and Leighton as well, of course. I mean, and then you come to sort of present day people like Mark Webster and people like this. I mean, your relationship with Mark, Rich.
Yeah, great guy, very funny guy.
Well, you really sort of dovetailed together at the World Cup of Darts together, didn't you?
And I'll be honest, we should have won that, to be honest. I played exceptionally well every time I've played in the World Cup. And Mark was suffering with dartitis as well, But we still managed to get semi-finals and that every year. And he didn't need it, right, because he was still playing well. But he still had that pause, And...
did you share your experiences with him? Did he ever talk to you about it?
I don't really think so. I just tried with me. If I play in pairs with somebody, I just tried to relax them, and I'll take all the pressure. I'll go second man though, because my motto is I'm there to mop up any mistakes. I'm the one behind you to mop up, and I'm not the captain, but I'm the steerer. I'm steering the ship.
Yes,
you know.
Yes,
that was the way I played pairs. Wherever I played pairs was they'd be going first, and I'd be there for morale, you know. And I'd make them laugh. Yeah. And of course, I'm sure if you've seen some of the tapes, sometimes he've had to reset because he's laughing to throw. That took away the pressure of the situation he was in on the dartboard.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it was good to that. It was good to that. I mean, him, good guy, good laugh.
Yeah, a great dart player as well.
Yeah, he could play, boy. Yeah, absolutely. He was some player.
Well, so you carry on playing darts, Rich, during the years as well. And you were due to play the 2015 World Championships. You were removed from the draw, I think, the day before the draw was due to take place. And then in the October 2015, UK anti-doping confirmed that you tested positive for cocaine at the Grand Slam of Darts qualifier in November 2014. Yeah, and you were banned for 18 months off the back of that, Rich.
Yeah, it was 2 years. But
it was 2 years,
because,
right?
You know,
right. Well, did you want to play darts again after that, Richie? Did you?
I did.
Yeah,
I was absolutely distraught, and you know, they give me 2 years, and like, well, maybe somebody else. But the thing was, it wasn't 18 months; it was 28 months, because my ban was up in the March, and I had to wait then until the following January to play. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it was more than 2 years. So, but yeah, that was a tough time. But I still practiced every day. I still, you know, I could not stop playing, and I just couldn't wait to get back. But yeah, it was a low point in my life, and I was stupid. But you know, I owned up to it, and I moved on, and it was a part of my life that I just wish it didn't happen.
Well, it comes back because you do come back and you do win back your tour card and you get back on the circuit and all the rest of it. And I think that's probably the biggest theme we've already touched on it, Rich, to be fair, of your career is your resilience. It hasn't sort of mattered what's been thrown at you. Dartitis, bans, you know, sort of all the politics of the BDO at the time and sort of coming through all of that. Your resilience is one of your biggest strengths, Rich. I mean, that's what you've done, haven't you? You've persevered, haven't you, in life?
It's a bit hard done me because all the things I've done have been like for fun, stupid stuff, you know. Like I've had fines upon fines for doing stupid stuff, but I haven't harmed anybody else by myself. You know, I think I'm the only person who've had bans for swearing, but you can't hear you. So it's like isn't it? But, yeah, you just don't realise sometimes the camera's on you, do you? You know, and then yeah. So I've been stupid. I load my hands up in the air. I'm an absolute idiot. But you know.
But when it comes down to it,
I like to think I'm a nice idiot. There's nothing that it doesn't do any harm to anybody else, by myself. So.
But when it comes down to it, though, when all is said and done, you love playing darts. You said it yourself earlier on, didn't you? You love playing darts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's almost as if that's what you were born to do, if that makes sense. I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah, I like competing. I like it in the pub. I like it on the stage. I like it in exhibitions. I just love the game inside out. So, you know, I'm 59 now. What's the date today? February the 7th, so couple of weeks time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm 59. I'm going to I'm promising myself I'm going to get myself fitter so I can last longer. Because I'm not going to be able to retire till I'm 67. So I'm hoping until at least then. And who knows, if I'm fit enough and what have you, I'll carry on playing till the day I drop.
So 67, did you say there? So 8 years, yeah.
Is my retirement.
I'm not going to do.
I know I might look. They'll change the law for that.
Well, I tell you, could be the oldest world champion. There you are. There's an idea. Now there's a story.
If I get fit enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Swimming and
Swimming, yeah, because I got sciatica. My left leg is dead.
right.
And I can't bend my ankle. So that's why I walk a little bit like Liam Gallagher now.
Oh,
It's not put on, it's just because I've got to wobble my hip to make the leg work, sort of thing. But it's like left leg, it's not the right leg, so it never bothered me throwing. I can walk, I can't run, but who wants to? I see it, like I got up on Christmas morning and I looked out the window and there was a guy jogging like that. I thought, you fucking sad bastard.
oh.
Christmas morning, innit? No, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jogging, like. Oh, come on, get a life. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of swimming now, Will.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people running who are listening to this podcast. So that's what I love. It's just like, all these people running who are listening to this.
Christmas morning, man.
Oh, that's great. I love that. And also as well, like the thing is, because there's so many different avenues. We talk about how darts has changed. There's so many different avenues to play darts now with all sorts of different rewards, So if you don't have a tour card and you can't go on the Pro Tour, then you have the Challenge Tour and you have Motor Super Series and you have ADC and you have all these things.
There's options open for everybody, even people, little kids just starting out. And that's very much to do with Luke Littler. It's boomed twice again. It was there and now it's gone up there again. Is it the be and end all having a tour card now? It's not. It's not. For some people, it's the last thing they need. And, I tried for this year because the seniors have gone, which is a shame. But if that ever does come back, it needed retweaking, perhaps. Maybe it'll come back because that's booming again. People just love watching the game. And this Luke Littler guy, he's something else, isn't he? He's just a phenomenon. I've never seen anybody like it. And he's got long points like that. That's I'm totally against. There's only an advantage with a long point if that lands flat. If land like that, there's too much scope either side to miss. There's no memory in the dart. So yeah, but he just puts him inside a parliament, doesn't he? He's that good.
Have you played him?
No.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I think well, it's funny because only once I met him. I know they got the round tables on the Pro Tour, don't you?
Yes.
Now, I'd been off the tour for a couple of years and I'd won the first Challenge Tour, so I was more or less in the Pro Tours for the rest of the year as well.
Oh,
so that's
right,
the golden ticket, they call it, isn't it,
That's right.
So I hadn't seen Johnny for a long time, Johnny Clayton. So I went to the bar and one of the boys said, I think it was Joe Cullen, said, Johnny's looking for you, you haven't seen him for a while. So, all right, let's see him now. So I had 2 pints of Nancy, went back to the table and Johnny was behind me now, wasn't he? So on the table there's like Aspinall, Luke Littler, and they were big tables, they had like big round tables with about 12 people on it. So I got up from my seat now and I goes up behind Johnny now. I said, come here, you, let me ride you like a space opera.
Oh.
And there's a cameraman there, see, because they were doing a documentary on Luke Littler.
Oh.
So,
that's great.
Because they're all laughing when I came here, they'd be like a space opera.
Did that make it in?
Because he got a bit of a belly on him, see, don't Johnny, that's the only time I met him.
Let me ride you like a space hopper.
Yeah, He's got a bit of a belly.
That's great. I did love all these people watching a Luke Littler documentary just in the background somewhere, just like blurred out.
I know. I think they all look at this camera going, by the way.
Oh.
So I do recall that.
Yeah.
But obviously I never spoke to him, but he's been there in the venue when I've been there, because you could be in the venue and not see a person for the whole weekend because they're on a different table and in a different group, and so it's a bit like that,
So you never know when the cameras are on. See, that's what we were saying earlier, wasn't it? It's.
I get caught whenever I done wrong. Don't worry.
Well, at least you weren't doing your Mowgli, your Jungle Book with Dean. Well,
I was thinking of that one.
I could have done that for Luke's documentary. That's brilliant. Yeah.
I didn't realise it. Of course, I'm doing a camera like I don't need it.
Well, it is, yeah.
But with the pod on, when they.
Oh yes, when it's like roaming, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I should have seen that one. Yeah.
Well, maybe you're into your Insta era, Rich. You've been influencer love, social media. Is that all for you? Is that a bit of you, Rich?
I've been tickling maybe a bit of TikTok and all that.
I would love to get you on TikTok. You on TikTok? I think you make great videos.
My daughter is doing everything for me.
Right.
And I guess that, I've been trying to do impressions and stuff, like I do a whale impression, I've done that.
A whale impression?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I've done a thirsty camel with a clubfoot walking through the desert looking for water. I've done that one. So yeah, I've got a few more in my mind. But what it is, when I'm in bed and I'm dreaming and whatever, I see things and I remember them for the following morning. So I thought, I got to do that. You know, it's a very, very minute tinge of comicness that I know would be okay for me, you know?
Yeah.
That's the way I think.
We want to write them down, Rich. Every thought
once they're there.
Yeah.
When somebody's in there, they would shift it. Because like I've gone to Wigan for a pro tour and I'm supposed to be in Leicester. But that's something in my head won't change.
No.
And I've gone to the hotel and I phoned my manager saying blah 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 blah. I'm not here. He goes, "You are?" I said, "I'm not." He said, "Where are you?" I said, "The Holiday Inn, the weekend." No, boy. Oh. Holiday Inn, Leicester. So yeah, I've done things like that all my life as well. And then, we'll do a lot more, I think, on TikTok.
But I think whatever has happened in your career, and I think what everyone's seen throughout the course of this episode, Rich, is you are one of the sport's greatest characters, one of the sport's legends, you know, a world champion, a world master. Everything that you've done for the sport certainly will never be forgotten. It certainly won't be by me, and it certainly won't be by lots of other people either. So I want to thank you for coming on today.
Thank you, Huw. And you're one of the best MCs, but just remember where it started, Macca.
Oh, absolutely. No, thank you, Rich. No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And like I said at the beginning, those times were invaluable to me, so I'm forever grateful.
I've never seen you make a mistake on that stage, so that is...
Oh, thank you, mate.
That is Mr. Invisibilityality.
Thank you, mate. Oh, they have happened, trust me. And
well,
they're bound to happen in the future, but that's very kind. Thank you.
But no, thanks, you.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks very much, mate. Cheers.
You're welcome. Thank you.